Okay, Hare Krishna. Let's begin. Screen. Okay, am I audible? It's the first thing I need to do. Find out if I'm audible. Hare Krishna. Yes, all right, thank you. Okay. अच्छा मनवंतरा अवतारा Manvantara Avataras, Yuga Avataras, Aveshas, and Avasthas. We'll see what this means. Manvantara Avataro Praya Shakrari Hatyaya Tatsahayo Mukundasya Pradurbhava Sureshu Yah. Now the Manvantara Avataras. A Manvantara Avatara is Lord Mukunda appearing among the demigods, usually for the purpose of helping Indra by killing his enemies. 1.4.12, 1.4.19. 39, correct. In the word Manvantara, Antara means a period of time. In other words, a Manvantara refers to the period in which a Manu reigns. According to Halayuda's dictionary, Antara can mean the inside of an object, whole, resolve, mind, space, external relationship, peculiarity, or period of time. So that's why Manvantara here has the specific meaning. In the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Brahma gives a general description of the Manvantara avatars. Shakram chadikshvavihatam dasha susvatejo manvantareshu manuvamshadharo bibharti dušteshu rajasu damam yadadhat svakirtim satye triprishta ushatim prathayam charitrai. As the Manvantara incarnations, the Lord has descended into each of the Manu dynasties and ruled over the miscreant kings, subduing them with his powerful will weapon. Undeterred in all circumstances, his reigns were characterized by his glorious fame, which spread over the three lokas, and above them to the planetary system of Satyaloka, the topmost in the universe. In his instructions to Sanatana Goswami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu described the Manvantara avatars and listed them by name. Yukte kalpavataratve yagyadinam api sputam manvantaravatarattvam tattat paryanta palanat. Some kalpavataras, like Lord Yagya, are also clearly Manvantara avatars because they give special protection for the duration of the reigns of particular Manus. By definition, a kalpavatara appears at some time during a particular day of Brahma. And by definition, a Manvantara avatar appears in order to help the demigods for the duration of a Manu's reign. Thus, it is certainly possible for one incarnation to be both a Kalpavatara and a Manvantara avatar. Manvantareshwami swayam bhuviyadishvanukramat avatarastu yagyadya brihadbhanu antima mata. These incarnations, beginning with Yagya and ending with Brihadbhanu, are said to appear one after another in successive Manvantaras, beginning with the reign of Swayambhuva Manu. Kramenatana. Now we list them in order, beginning with Yagya. Yagyastu purvame voktas tenatrana vilikhyate. Since Lord Yagya has already been described, he will not again be written about here. It already came in 1.3.37 and 38. Leela Avatar is also the first Manvantara Avatar. द्वितीये स्वारोचिषीये विभुः यथाष्टमस्कन्धे ऋषेस्तु वेदशिरसस् तुषिता नाम पत्न्यभूत् Tasyam jatastato devo vibhurvityabhivishvutah. As described in the 8th canto, Lord Vibhu appeared in the second Manvantara, ruled by Swarochisha. Vedashira appeared in the second Manvantara, ruled by Swarochisha. Vedashira was a great rishi. Through him, from the womb of his wife Tushita, came the celebrated avatar Vibhu. Swarochisha was a son of Swarochis, one of the fire gods. And he became the second Manu in this kalpa. Ashtashiti sahasrani munayo ye dhritavrataah anvashikshan vratam tasya kaumara brahmacharinaha. Vibhu remained brahmachari, never marrying throughout his life. 88,000 saintly persons took lessons from him on self-control, austerity, and similar behavior. The 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam describes the principal pastimes and associates of all 14 Manvantara avatars who appear in this kalpa. Tritiya Autamiye Satyasenaha. Dharmasya Sumratayam tu Bhagavan Purushottamaha. Satyasena iti khyato Jada Satyavratih saha. In the third Manvantara, ruled by Uttama, Satyasena appeared. In this Manvantara, the Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared from the womb of Sundrata, the wife of Dharma, the demigod in charge of religion. The Lord was celebrated as Satyasena, and he appeared with other demigods known as the Satyavratas. Somrita Vrata Dushilan, Nasato Yakshar Rakshasan, Bhutadruho Bhutaganam Chavadhit Satyajit Sakha. Satyasena and his friend Satyajit, king of heaven, killed all the untruthful, impious, misbehaved yakshas, rakshasas, and ghosts who all torment other living beings. Uttama, the third Manu in this kalpa, was the son of Priyavrata. The Satyavratas were Lord Satyasena's brothers. Chaturthe Tamasiye Harihi. Tatrapi Jagye Bhagavan Harinyam Harimedhasaha Harirrityahrito Yena Gajendro Mochito Grahat. In the fourth Manvantara, ruled by Tamasa, Hari appeared. In this Manvantara, the Supreme Lord Vishnu, known by the name Hari, took birth from the womb of Harini, the wife of Harimedha. Hari saved his devotee Gajendra, the king of the elephants, from the mouth of a crocodile. Smaryate sau sada prata sadachara parayanai sarvanishta vinashaya harir dantindra mochanaha. To destroy all inauspiciousness, persons seriously devoted to virtuous behavior. Remember this form of Lord Hari, the deliverer of the king of the elephants, early each morning. Tamasa Manu was Uttama's brother. How the Manvantara Hari rescued Gajendra is described in the 8th canto, chapters 2 to 4. It's a famous section called Gajendra Moksha. Beautiful section. Panchame Raivatiye Vaikuntha. What is this number 4 here? It should be 5. Panchame. Patne Vikuntha Shubhrasya Vaikunthai Surasattamai Tayo Swakkalaya Jagge Vaikuntho Bhagavan Swayam. In the 5th Manvantara, ruled by Raivata, Vaikuntha appeared. Vaikuntha is a name of the Lord also. From the combination of Shubhra and his wife Vikuntha, there appeared the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vaikuntha, along with the best of the demigods, the Vaikunthas, his personal plenary expansions. Vaikuntha kalpito yena loko lokan namaskritah ramaya prasyamanena devya tatpriya kamyaya iti. Just to please the goddess of fortune. At her request, Vaikuntha created another Vaikuntha planet, which is worshipped by everyone. That is explained in the next verse, the Dachashti. महावैकुंठलोकस्य व्यापकस्याव्ययात्मनः प्रकटीकरणं सत्योपरिकल्पना उच्यते. People imagine that this planet is located above Satyaloka, but it is actually a manifestation of the all-pervading and infallible supreme world of Vaikuntha. Kalpitaha, Klipu, Samarthya, Dhatu. Ityartha, Swasamarthyena Satyalokopari Prakashita Ityartha. By his own capacity, he manifested the Vaikuntha on top of Satyaloka. Raivata, the fifth Manu, was the third brother of Uttama and Tamasa, the third and fourth Manus. The demigods collectively called the Vaikunthas were brothers of the Manvantara avatar Vaikuntha. Although the word Kalpana usually means manufacture, it can also indicate manifestation. The word klip, from which Kalpana is derived, means produce or imagine, but it also sometimes means able. Thus, Lord Vaikuntha showed his extraordinary ability by exhibiting a Vaikuntha planet within the material world. Srila Sanatana Goswami mentions this pastime in his Brihad Bhagavatamrita and further explains it in his Digdarshini commentary on that book. Shashte Chakshu Shriye Ajitaha. 6. All these numbers, I think, need to be fixed. Tatrapi deva sambhutyam vairajasya bhavat sutah ajito nama bhagavan amshena jatah. Amshena jagatah patihi. In the 6th Manvantara, ruled by Chakshusha, Ajita appeared. In the 6th Manvantara, Lord Vishnu, the master of the universe, appeared in his partial expansion. He was begotten by Vairaja in the womb of his wife Sambhuti, and his name was Ajita. Chakshusha Manu was the son of Chakshus. पयोधिम येन निर्मथ्य सुराणां साधिता सुधा भ्रममाणो भसिद्धत कूर्मरूपेण मंदरः. By churning the ocean of milk, Ajita produced nectar for the demigods in the form of a tortoise. He moved here and there, carrying on his back the great mountain known as Mandara. Understand something. Okay, it's begotten by Vairaja. Yes. Sambhutyam, in the womb of Sambhuti. Dhato Bhagavan Ajitanama. Okay. All right, fine. Vaivasvatantare vyaktah puraivoktasya vamanaha bhavishya sapta kathyante te savarnyantaradishu. We have already described the appearance of Lord Vamana during the Manvantara of Vaivasvata. Now we will describe the 7 future Manvantara avatars who will appear during the reigns of Savarni and the other remaining Manus. Vaivasvata Manu is also known as Shraddhadeva, who is the currently reigning Manu. Vaivasvata Manu, also known as Shraddhadeva, who is the currently reigning Manu, is the son of Vivaswan, the god of the sun. Here. Ashtame Savarniye Sarvabhauma. 6. 8. Devaguhyat Saraswatyam Sarvabhauma iti Prabhu Sthanam Purandara Dhritva Balaye Dasyati Shvaraha iti. In the 8th Manvantara, ruled by Savarni, Sarvabhauma will appear. In the 8th Manvantara, the great powerful personality of God, Sarvabhauma will take birth. His father will be Devaguhya, his mother Saraswati. He will take the kingdom away from Purandara, Lord Indra, and give it to Bali Maharaj. So previously he took it from Bali Maharaj and gave it to Indra. Now he's going to take it from Indra and give it to Bali Maharaj. Navame, 9th. Dakshasavaraniye Rishabha. There's something I missed. Surya Chayayam Jataha Savarani. Savarni was born from Chaya. Chaya is Surya's second wife, actually. So that's not explained here. Anyway, Shri Baladeva Abhushan Guru says that. Navame, Dakshasavaraniye, Rishabha. Ayushmato Mudharayam, Rishabho Bhagavat Kala. Bhavitayena Samradham Trilokim Bhokshyate Bhutaha. Iti. In the 9th Manvantara, ruled by Dakshasavarani, Rishabha will appear. Rishabhadev, a partial incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, will take birth from his father Ayushman and his mother Ambudhara. He will enable the Indra named Adbhuta to enjoy the opulence of the three worlds. Dakshasavarani Varuna Putro Manohar. Dakshasavarani is the son of the demigod Varuna. Ayushmataha Pituhu Sakashad Ambudharaya Matari Jato Bhagavan Rishabhadhama Yena Samradha Marjitam Trilokim Adbhuta Indra Bhakshyate. Now, he will gain control means Lord Rishabha will gain control. Actually, it should be Lord Rishabha will gain control over the three worlds and give them to the Indra named Adbhuta to rule. Then, Dashame, 10th. Brahmasavaraniye Vishwaksenaha. Vishwakseno Vishuchyam tu Shambho Sakhyam Karishyati. Jata Swamshena Bhagavan Grihe Vishwajito Vibhu Iti. In the 10th Manvantara, ruled by Brahmasavarani, Vishwaksena will appear. A plenary portion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead named Vishwaksena will appear in the home of Vishwajit from the womb of Vishuchi. He will make friends with Shambhu. Brahmasavarani is the son of Upashloka. Yes, Brahmasavarani is the son of Upashloka. He's a Manu. Tadiyetiyartha. Vishwajita Pituhu Vishwacyamatari Jato Bhagavan Vishwaksena Nama Shambhu Namnahi Indrasya Sakhyam Karishyate. Shambhu is the name of Indra. Shambhu is the name of Indra during this 10th Manu's reign. Indra is a post, and you have particular personalities who occupy the post. So they also have names, their own names. Ekadashe, 11th. Dharmasavaraniye Dharmasetuhi. Aryakasya Sutastatra. Dharmasetu Riti Smritaha. Vaidhrittayam Hare Ramshas Trilokim Dharayishyati. Iti. In the 11th Manvantara, ruled by Dharmasavarani, Dharmasetu will appear. The son of Aryaka, named Dharmasetu, is a partial incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He will appear from the womb of Vaidhrita and will rule the three worlds. Dharmasavarani is a Manu. Tadiyetiyartha Aryaka. Aryakat Pituhu Vaidhritayam Atari Jato Bhagavan Dharmasetu Nama Trilokim Dharayishyati. Dwadashe, 12th. Rudra Savaraniye Sudhama. Sudhamakyo Hare Ramsha Sadhayishyati Tanmano Antaram Satya Sahas Sah Sundartaya Suto Vibhuhu. In the 12th Manvantara ruled by Rudrasavarani, Sudama will appear. This is also a quote from the same 8th canto. From his mother Sumrata and his father Satyasaha will come Sudama, a partial incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He will rule the 12th Manvantara. Trayodashe, 13th, Devasavaraniye Yogeshwaraha, Devahotrasya Tanaya, Upaharta Divaspate, Yogeshwaro Hareramsho Brihatyam Sambhavishyati iti. In the 13th Manvantara, ruled by Devasavarani, Yogeshwara will appear. Yogeshwara, a partial incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, will appear as a son of his father Devahotra and his mother Brihati. He will perform activities for the welfare of Divaspati. Divaspati is the name of Indra. Divaspati will be the Indra during Devasavarani's Manvantara. Karya Sadhaka. He will accomplish Divaspati's works. Chaturdashe, 14th, Indra Savarani. So I assume that you couldn't hear this, so let me read this out. O King Parikshit, in the 14th Manvantara, the Supreme Personality of Godhead will appear from the womb of Vitana through his father Satrayana. This incarnation, celebrated as Vridhana, will promote spiritual activities. Kriyatantun. Kriyatantun. Okay. Then, Yajna Vamanayos Tatra Punar Uttattayadvayo Manvantaravatarastu Sankhyayam Dvadashodita. Okay, now I understand why they put that number. The numbers are actually correct. In this sense. Iti Manvantaravatara. Since the two avatars, again, Vamana have been mentioned for the second time here, only 12 Manvantara incarnations have been counted. Thus ends the discussion of the Manvantara avatars. Okay. There are a total of 14 Manvantara avatars, one for each Manvantara, but here only 12 of these are being counted toward the total number of avatars. Since Yajna and Vamana have already been counted among the Leela avatars. Okay, so Sri Rupa Goswami doesn't want to mix up. He wants to keep track of the total number of incarnations. Atha Yugavatara. Katyate Varnanamabhyam Shukla Satya Yuge Harihi Praktashyama Kramat Krishna Stretayam Dwapare Kalau. Lord to appear with the name and complexion of Shukla, white, in the Satya Yoga. Rakta, red, Shyama, dark blue, Krishna, black, in the Treta, Dwapara, and Kali ages respectively. Bhavataran Bhaktam Atheti Varnamabhyam Iti Chaturthena. Kalau Krishna iti Samanyataha Sarveshu Kalishu. Krishna Kali Yuge Vivu iti Shri Harivamshat. As a general principle, he appears in a black complexion in all the Kali Yugas. Krishna Kali Yuga Vivu. Because Sri Harivamsha says that in Kali Yuga, the Almighty Lord appears in a black complexion. Yasmin Kalau Swarna Gauraha Krishna Chaitanya Syat. Tada Krishna Sa Tatra Antarbhaved iti Bodhyam. One should understand that in that Kali Yuga, where there is the golden complexion Krishna Chaitanya appearing, then that Krishna is present inside him. Etecha Ekadashe Karabhajanena Ukta Drashtabhya. This should be understood in the statement of the 11th canto spoken by Karabhajan. The respective Yugataras have the complexion. Shukla, Rakta, Shyama and Krishna, and also the names Shukla, Rakta, Shyama and Krishna. Sri Harivamsha refers to the Kali Yuga avatar as Krishna, black, but other scriptures claim that some of the Kali Yuga avatars have different complexions. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the avatar for the current Kali Yuga, appears only once in an entire day of Brahma. Although he has a golden complexion, he accepts the name Krishna. Indeed, he is Krishna himself. Anu Yugavatara Kasmadavisyat. Why does the Yugavatara appear? Tatraha Upasaneti. Anticipating that question, he speaks text 26. Upasana Visheshartham Satyadushu Yugeshvasau Manvantaravatarastu Tatha Avatarati Krama Iti Yugavataraha. It is the current Manvantara avatar who expands as each of the incarnations, one after another, for Satyuga and the other ages. In each case, his purpose is to establish a particular method for his own worship. Yo hi Manvantara avataraha sa eva Manvantarasya tat yugeshu tatha tatha avisya. That very Manvantara incarnation, he himself, during the yugas pertaining to that Manvantara, he appears. Natu Garbhodhakashaya. This is not the Garbhodhakshaya Vishnu who appears. This ends the discussion of the Yuga avatars. The Yuga avatars appear through the ruling Manvantara avatar rather than through Garbhodhakshaya Vishnu, through whom the Leela avatars appear. In the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Narbhajana Yogendra describes Yuga avatars to Maharaj Nimi. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also describes them in his incarnations to Sanatana Goswami. Atha avatara sankhya. Kalpam manvantara yuga pradurбhava vidhayinah avatara imetu eka chatvarimshat udhiritaha. So then, the number of avatars. Calculating according to our list, we find 41 incarnations appearing relative to the kalpas. Sarvana all of the incarnations. Kalpavatara Panchavinshati, 25 Kalpavataras. Manvantara Avatara Dvadasha, 12 Manvantara Avatars. Now, without counting the two who are already Kalpavataras. Yugavataras to Chatvara, 4 Yugavataras, iti militas, totally, Eka Chatvarimshat. Adding 25 Kalpavataras, 12 Manvantara Avataras, and 4 Yugavataras gives a total of 41. Vritta Brahmadaya Kalpana Padmantaste Sahasrashah Vartamanastu Kalpoyam Shvetavaraha Uchyate. Thousands of Brahma's days have already passed, beginning with the Brahma Kalpa and ending with the Padma Kalpa. The current day of Brahma is called Shveta Varaha Kalpa. Brahma Kalpasya Adye Swayambhuve Antare Kumaradya Trayodasha Babhu. At the beginning of the Brahma Kalpa, during the Manvantara of Swayambhuva Manu, the 13 incarnations beginning with the Kumaras have appeared. Chakshushiyetu Nrisimhadayo Dvadasha. In the Chakshusha Manvantara, 12 incarnations beginning with Nrisimhadev, they appear. Varaha Matsyaucha Atrapi Babhu Vatuhu. Varaha and Matsya also appear at this time. Adya Vyaktya Kumaradya iti Pragukte Anyasmin Anyi. Okay. Lord Brahma has just passed the midpoint of his lifespan. It is now the first day of the first month of the second half of his life. Since Brahma has already lived 50 of his years, there have been many Brahma Kalpas since his birth. Okay. It is now again a Brahma Kalpa. This one now also as a Shvetavaraha Kalpa. So this is the second half of Brahma's life. This Shvetavaraha Kalpa appears in the second half of Brahma's life. Brahma Kalpa Prathama J Yakta Swayam Bhuvantare Kumaran Naradadyascha Chakshushiya Tare. During the Brahma Kalpa, the incarnations beginning with the Kumaras and Narada appeared during the reign of the first Manu, Swayambhuva. The other incarnations appeared during the Manvantaras of Chakshusha and the subsequent Manu. As stated in the previous chapter, text 62, the first 13 Leelavataras beginning with the Kumaras and Narada appeared during the first Manvantara. The next 12 avatars beginning with Lord Nrsimha appeared during the 6th and 7th Manvantaras. Sixth and seventh. Lord Varaha and Lord Matsya appeared both during the 1st and 6th Manvantaras. Chakshushiye to Nrsimha Dwadasha. Nrsimha and the remaining 11, so that's 12. They appear during Chakshusha Manvantara. Prayasu Swayam Bhuvadyakya Kalpe Kalpe Bhavantyami Manavastevatarascha Tatha Yagyadi Namaka. Generally, these Manus and Manvantara avatars, beginning with Swayambhuva and Yagya respectively, appear in succession during each day of Brahma. Manunam Manvantara avataranam cha pratikalpam tulya namatam prayayati. So the Manus appear in succession, so they always retain the same names. The Manvantara avatars also use the same names every kalpa prior, generally. तथा ही श्री विष्णु धर्मोत्तरे श्री वज्र प्रश्न य एते भवता प्रोक्ता मनवश्च चतुर्दश नित्यं ब्रह्म दिने प्राप्ते एत एव क्रमाद्विज भवन्त्युतान्ये धर्मज्ञ एतं मे छिन्दि संशयम्. Considering this, Sri Vajra submitted a question in Sri Vishnu Dharmottara Purana. O Brahmana, do the same 14 Manus you have described appear in succession every day of Brahma, or do different Manus appear? Please destroy my doubt, O knower of religious principles. Sri Markandeyottaram Ata Eva Maharaja, Eta Eva Maharaja Manavascha Chaturdasha Kalpe Kalpe Tvayagyeya Natra Karya Vicharana. Sri Markandeya answered, O great king, please understand that the same 14 Manus appear in each day of Brahma. You need not speculate further about this. Ekarupa prokta gyatavya sarva eva hi kechit kinchit vibhinnascha mayaya parameshituhu iti. Understand that these Manus to whom you refer appear repeatedly in the same forms. Sometimes, however, by the Supreme Lord's creative potency, some of them appear with somewhat different forms. So that was evidence for this statement. Generally, these Manus and Manvantara avatars, beginning with Swayambhuva, they have the same names, same forms. Ekarupa Swaya Prokta Gyatavya. Okay. Avatara Chaturdha Syur Avesha Prabhava Api Athaiva Vaibhava Avastha Paravasthascha Tatratte. Uktan Avataran Vidhantarena Vibhajati. Now, he reclassifies the incarnations that he has described. Incarnations are of 4 kinds: Avesha, Prabhava, Vaibhavavastha, and Paravastha. You'll describe each of this. तत्रावे आवेशावतारास्तु ज्ञेया पूर्वोक्तरीतितः यथा कुमार देवर्षि वेणांग प्रभवादयः. The Avesha incarnations can be known according to the characteristics specified earlier. Examples are the Kumaras, Devashi Narada, and Prithu, who was born from the body of Vena. Kumareshu Naradesha Jnana Kalaya Bhakti Kalaya Prithu Parshurame Kalkinim Cha Shakti Kalaya Hare Aveshaha. In the four Kumaras and in Narada, there is a portion of Jnana and Bhakti. In Prithu, Parashurama, and Kalki, there is a portion of this potency. Avesha incarnations are imbued with portions of the Supreme Lord's various potencies. The four Kumaras with transcendental knowledge, Narada with the power of devotion, and Prithu with the power to rule. So Prithu, Parashurama, Kalki, all three are empowered. Yatha Padme Avishto Bhut Kumareshu Naradecha Harid Vimuhu. As the Padma Purana states, the Almighty Lord Hari imparted his potencies to the Avesha incarnations, Narada and the Kumaras. Yatha Tatraiva Avivesha Pratham Deva Shanki Chakri Chaturbhujaha iti. Also in the Padma Purana, the four-armed Lord who holds a conch and wields a disc entered King Prithu with his potencies. So that explains why Prithu is described as a devotee of the Supreme Lord. And he attained, he went back to Godhead and so on. Avishto Bhargave Chabhud iti tatraiva kirtitam. Also in that Puran, the Supreme Lord empowered Bhargava. Tatahi Etatte Kathitam Devi Jamadagner Mahatmanah Shaktyaveşavatarasya Charitam Sharangena Prabho iti. And also, thus have I told you, dear goddess, about the activities of Jamadagnis. Jamadagni is one word. Son, that great soul, who was a Shaktyavesha incarnation of Lord Sharangi. Etat Kartavirya Vadhadikam. So the activities of Jamadagni's son means killing Kartavirya, Arjuna, and so on. Okay, so that's 39. Okay, let's stop with that.